And, Coach, we come at you from the shores of Lake Erie. EA Sports has the coverage of the NFL from First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Texans and the Cleveland Browns. This is taken at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go! First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Who's that? 19! 53 from Mike. I don't even know why this team showed up.
Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. On second and 9, Watson. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Watson on first down. It's complete to Hopkins. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be second and 9.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this second and 9. Here's Watson. Flush to his right. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
And the Texans first down.
Who's that? 19! Mike Bobo. 59! 44 to Mike. 44 to Mike. Check.
On first and 10, Watson. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. The D-tackle Sheldon Richardson came barreling in for the sack. To try again after the sack. Watson forced out to trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open, otherwise just don't do it.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback. I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
On second and 11 now, Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. So he can't hang on, and as I watched that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
On third down, Mayfield. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 30.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Mayfield on first down. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A gain of 6 there on first. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back in it.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku. His second touchdown on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 12 at the 24-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12.
It's our field. It's our field. Hey, 31. Switch.
To throw is Watson. It's complete. Stills. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Let's go. Let's go.
Third down.
Reset. 19. Alert. 53. Mike 53. You must be getting tired of seeing me.
Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Back to throw, Watson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
180. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. Whip. Watch the whip.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. Flushed out right. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Texans scoop it. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you've got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
Escaping the pressure right. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Reset. 19. They're going to need some therapy after this.
A first down carry now for Miller. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. Watson now to throw. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough.
Let's go, D.
They are going for it. Here's Watson. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
First down, Texans.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Texans football to start quarter 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. And 54. Check 53. Check 53.
From the gun, here's Watson. Dancing to his left. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. Now this is Callaway on the receiving end. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 25-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soft.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
King.
Here's Mayfield running the option right. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
But one of the things you like about a zone read play that has an option component to it is that it gives you plenty of different ways to go. On this one, though, I'm not sure they chose the right one. Maybe they should have pitched it out on this one because that play was absolutely swallowed up.
Throwing on 2nd down, Mayfield. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
1-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 8.
The Texans here on third down, putting an extra defender in the secondary.
Kill.
Hey, alert, 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 alert.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 45-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Tight end right. 4 down. Check. Hey, watch it.
A run for Nick Chubb. And a hell of a run. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
Out of bounds at the 23-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Point it right.
From the red zone now, Mayfield. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The intended receiver, Taywan Taylor. And now it's 2nd down. Just his 2nd incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
180.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, G.
On 3rd and 1, here's Mayfield. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. David Njoku. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Get ready.
Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say that great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I
was going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
Throwing again on second down. Watson under pressure now. Watson, and down he goes. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this is picked up by the Browns. There he goes left side. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Next to score, Browns 20, Texans nothing. Austin Seibert sets the kickoff.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Shrugs off another. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
Well, no, but hold on, let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson sliding out of the pocket. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson being chased out left. Then he's got the completion to Hopkins. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. Back in the first quarter, you said it, they need to avoid the big play, but he just got a big one right there.
You can't relax. You know, we talked about in the first quarter, but as the game progresses, still opportunities, and he took advantage of one there.
Watson eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
And the Texans first down.
The Texans with a first opportunity now from the red zone. 1st and 10 right at the 20. A shotgun snap for Watson. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. Trying to get it that time to Stills. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
He was covered by Denzel Ward.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
The final shot before the break. Watson buying time to his left. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
King.
41 Mike.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Mike 55.
From the gun, Mayfield. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
The 46-yard line.
Mike. 180.
65.
Mayfield looks to throw. He finds Taylor, complete. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8.
Makes it 3rd and 3.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down.
You remember me? Let's go, baby.
Throwing, Mayfield. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he's going to have the first down.